Welcome to Channel We Make your insight to the Australian visa system. G'day everyone, my name is Carl Young, your online YouTube visa consultant. Are you interested in migrate to Australia? Why don't you consider to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell on the side, so once more all the updates and news, you'll be the first one getting all the insight. Alright, today's video is a follow-up on the new National Innovation Visa, which I have explained it on the Direction 112 yesterday. Today, the official web page has been published. So let's just jump in there and have a look. It's actually a exact implement and copy from the Direction 112. However, it's better and readable format, so we should just go through them again to actually have a full scope of the new 858 National Innovation Visa, the VIV. All right. Okay, so if you search on the Visa for Innovation or National Innovation Visa, you should be able on the Google to find yourself this web page, and you should find that the National Innovation Visa has officially been published on the 7th of December. So today we got two videos. I was a little bit busy. However, I really wanted to contribute towards more transparent and timely video and explanation to everyone. So let's have a look. We'll go through all these information there on the left, not the technical problem and after submitting EOI, because that's just not really relevant for us. Now let's go through the contents of the sets, the National Innovation Visa. So National Innovation Visa subclass 858 and VIV, NIV, is a permanent visa. So once you apply it, you're granted you become a permanent resident of Australia. So it's the same as the previous global talent. For the exceptional talented migrants across the world, I was talking to my wife. She said, well, this name is actually better because previously called global, but in fact, there's not much of a global sense in the technology sense for Australia, but national, national, yes. Just talk about national for Australia. It actually, the descriptive is actually work better. I don't know. Everyone probably have their own sense of humor, but anyway. These migrants will help create job, productivity growth, and the key factor of the Australian economy. So the NIV is for the established emerging leader, high caliber, so include global researcher, entrepreneurial, innovative investor, athletes, and all the other people. So anyway, let's go into the detail apart from the very general brief explanation of what the visa is all about. So the overview, the department will consider EOI. So now going back to the EOI is active. So if you wanted to submit, there's an EOI form, you can go and have a look. I will do a specific video just to go through the EOI for NIV by itself in the coming future. So ensure that you subscribe to my channel and share with your mates. Okay, and then if you're invited to apply, and it does not mean we have pre-assessed. If we invite you to apply, it does not mean that we have pre-assessed. That means they still assessed it. But anyway, you're eligible to grant a visa. So because they wanted to get more supporting evidence, that's usually what they wanted to do. And once you lodge your visa application, we will assess it in merits and the application and supporting evidences you have applied. We will extend invitation in the following priority order. So that is the order that we have explained from the Direction 112 yesterday. So priority 1, let's move that to the middle of the screen, shall we? Okay, priority 1 is the exceptional candidates from any sector who are global expert and recipient of international top field level awards. So again, what is that? That will go into the definition down here. So if we jump down here and we go open it up, it says, for example, award exceptional outstanding achievement that available in the field. This include but are not limited to. So you can, there probably will be other international. So this is just an example to reference as the international award. So Nobel prizes, breakthrough prizes, any awards, Fields medal, Olympic gold medal. What about silver medal? Probably not. This is something, so gold medal, international Booker Prize, something like that. Let's just close that up. All right, priority 2, candidate from any sector nominated on approved Form 1000 by an expert Australian, Commonwealth, state and territory government agency. So that basically is the state governments, territory governments, and the federal government. So federal government will include Austrade, DFAT probably, or for Queensland that would be a trade investment Queensland. For New South Wales that would be trade investment New South Wales. Victoria will be trade investment in Victoria. I'm not too sure about South Australia, but anyhow, so you'll be nominated. So there will be a Form 1000. So now, does that mean all the other people is not in the priority 2, no need a Form 1000? No, I should say no, because if we go into the actual piece of legislation, let me just show you. As it says, criteria to be satisfied at time of application. Okay, that means when you submit your application, you need to have these all ready. So if we go to 858.212, the applicant has international recognized blah 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 exceptional outstanding achievement in the field. That's what we know about. Prominent in the area, that means not retired. Become an asset to the community. Yes, that will be if you have those talent, you'll be asset to the Australian community. You have no difficulty to find a job. So if you're an asset, you usually will be able to find an opportunity in Australia. Remember, this is and that means every single one of these items is must. You must have them. So the last but not least, it says and produce a complete approved Form 1000. And the Form 1000 required to be done by an Australian citizen or eligible New Zealand citizen or Australian PR or Australian organization. That is what we have just saw the expert Australian agencies or state government. All right. If we go back there, it says has to be a national reputable in relation to the area of what? Your talent. So that means we go back here, every one of them, if you got invited, you will still need a Form 1000. It just doesn't require to be an agency of the government, of the Australian government. Okay, it can be anyone else. That's basically what they're trying to say. So that doesn't mean priority 1, priority 3, priority 4 do not require Form 1000. So I need to make this clear. If we're looking into the actual piece of legislation, Form 1000 is a must require. And I also notice if you go into the actual EOI, you are not required for EOI, you're not required to put in a Form 1000 as of yet. But once you invite, you get lodged, you need to have a Form 1000, because Form 1000 now is more on the EOI, is more for the Australian agencies. Okay, that's the governments. All right, so okay, let's continue. Priority 3 is on the tier 1 sector, that's critical technology, health, and the renewable and low emission. And the priority 4 will be agri-food, defense and space, education, finance, services, fintech, infrastructure, transport, and resources. So if we go down here with more explanations, indicator exceptional outstanding, recipient of a national research grant. So let's give you an example. So if you have received some sort of the grant or investments from nationally, so they just giving you an example. For example, Australian Research Council grant, education accelerator, or anything else, giving you more example about this is copy from the direction 112 straight away. UK research innovation grant, or EU Commission, or US National Science Foundation, and other similar level of grants. Okay, and the other one is the holder of PhD high level academic influence through leadership. So not just as a PhD graduate. There's just too many PhD graduates nowadays globally. If we go back 40 years ago, there's probably a few, but nowadays there's just too many PhD with a high level of academic influence and leadership. So they need to show that you have been published in some international publications, for example, Nature, blah blah blah. You have a high H index. Now, what is H index? H index is actually an indexing to show your thesis has actually been referenced by others. Now, as how many of them? So what is the top score of the H index? Now, there is no top score. There are some people have been, putting a lot of publication, a lot of thesis, and has been referenced numbers and numbers. Some people has received as high as 200 plus in index number, the H index number. So as much as you can, that's basically what they wanted to. So previously, in the previous GTI Global Talent, there's no such measurements. So a lot of people just finish a thesis and they got PhD, but probably they have never, their thesis or publication has never been referenced. So it's just something, but no one knows, and it's just not valuable. So they are now giving out a way to measure how valuable your thesis, your intellectual property is valued. So it's actually a better way to actually measure how this candidate will meet the NIV visa. Okay, a research-based degree in the top global 100 world university ranking from Times Higher Education. So if you're just from a world ranking 500 university and you've done a research, we have thesis, it probably won't work too much. But if you're in Purdue, MIT, Harvard, things like that, Cambridge, Oxford, yes, you probably will earn much more valuable counting towards this visa there. Other measurement are high caliber talent. Let's have a look. So if you've been a keynote speaker in some international events, okay, so that will count towards it, and you're earning above the Fair World high income. Now that's currently sitting at 175,000, as I have explained it in the video yesterday I posted. Candidate nominated by an expert Australian Commonwealth and state governments. So on indication exceptional outstanding achievement, we may consider in conjunction with the nomination of the expert state government or Australian governments. Okay, so athlete, creative who will raise Australian international standing in their field, evidence of innovative investment activities with the established track record supporting successful innovative venture. That means you have been investing or supporting whatever the investment that they wanted to. They can indicate how they define innovative venture. Okay, evidence of problems entrepreneurial activities that will lead to commercialization of a product or servicing. So this is exact copy from Direction 112. So any commercialization of any Australian goods, Australian produced products, Australian products, all right, that will make the cut. All right, and also last but not least, recognize intellectual property contributed to them, for example, holding a relevant international patent. So that's another, there's a lot of, for example, in the semiconductor field, there's a lot of patents being filed. So that will be something that worth a look for. So the priority one sector, the tier one sector will be critical tech. Now critical tech include the advanced information and communication technology, advanced manufacturing and material technology. That's including so-called chip making, the semiconductor industry, the AI industry, autonomous systems. That's like the self-driving cars and robotic stuff, biotech, clean energy, cyber tech, quantum technology, photonic robotics, and precision timing and sensing technology, renewable and low emissions, biomethane, circular economy, clean energy, emission reductions, carbon liquid fuel, produce of refining critical mineral, renewable energy generation, transmission, distribution, storage, renewable hydrogen, waste and energy, WTE technology, health industry. I thought health industry will cover biotech. I'm not too sure why biotech is not in health industry. Anyway, health industry, that's pretty straightforward. AI in health, this is biotech. So there's duplication. Biotech is in health industry, and also it's in the critical technology. I don't know, there's duplication. Anyway, so health industry, that's pretty straightforward. So all the health, medical people in the bio field. Tier 2, okay, agri-food, agri-tech, that's pretty straightforward explanation. Education, so a little bit confusion. Are you in the education field? Let's have a look. It says senior management of university and higher learning institutions. All right, so that's got to be very top end, and usually these senior uni managements, they implement, they assist the university implement tech into the university. Senior academic researchers in Australian academic level D&E, so that's the scholar. That's the scholar. They probably will have a lot of the international publications and things like that. So, okay, defense capability and space, that's pretty self-explanatory. So space, defense, that's military stuff. So that's pretty straightforward. Finance, a lot of people think about if they work in a bank, can they actually get this NIV visa? No, you gotta be in innovation and application programming. That means you gotta be in fintech, okay? Blockchain, cloud technology, fintech, cyber security, financial data science analysis, software engineering. See, not just in financial, you gotta be in tech. Infrastructure, I am a builder. Can I get an NIV? No. Okay, innovation, manufacturing, technology, supporting development, transport sector. That's huge. That means you have a large capability of a drill that go through to enhance to actually get a subways tunnel. That's something like that. Large and complex transport infrastructure projects, tunneling, rail, airports. All right. Resources. All right. Automation, industry 4.0 skills. Interesting. Beneficial technology. I'm not too sure how beneficent technology that actually meant. Critical battery, minerals. So yeah, resources were more about mineral stuff. Exploratory, geology, and things like that. So it's pretty oil, gas. That's not a very, but it's still put in there. Anyway, that's for that there. Now let's scroll back and let's go to the national innovation visa, is it? Yeah, that's explained. That's already explained. And then we go to submission your EOI. So again, that's, you can see if you're nominated by Commonwealth, you need to get a Form 1000. So that's basically it for the new national innovation visa. Now it's officially published on the immigration website. You may want to go there and have a check. And should you have more question query, more than welcome to leave comment right down below. And I see you next video. Goodbye.